In orchestration, layering and doubling are everything. Without them, it's simply a solo performance. Just like what you're hearing now, harp combined with Celeste and song bells. It's a timeless technique. And with scoring colors, layering is simple. You'll create textures that are uniquely yours just by layering in new ways. In this video, we'll walk through a few examples to show how effortless it is to layer with scoring colors. Okay, let's start with our first isolated example, the dulcimer layered with the Celeste. So here on the dulcimer, you can see that I started off with the soft mallet preset. If you look at the mixer tab, it's just using the default mic mix. There's no custom tuning or reverb applied, just a bit of EQ to roll off the low-end hammer sound to make it a little bit more sparkly. On the Celeste, it was even easier. All I did here was use the future preset and lower the volume to -5.3 dB. That helps blend the two layers so they sound organically uniform. Of course, you can always mix to taste. Now let's listen to dulcimer leather rolls layered with the harp. I'll show you how to convert a traditional dulcimer roll into something that sounds futuristic. Let's listen. Who would have ever thought there was a dulcimer roll as part of this sound? On the dulcimer, all I did was load up the default patch and I used only the close mic. And then in the reverb tab, I simply used our custom preset called Dark Future. If I turn it off, it sounds like this. And when I turn it back on, it sounds like this. It has lost all its natural attack and it sounds just like a futuristic shimmer. To blend it, I just lowered the dry amount and I set the wet sound to unity, 0 dB. And that's it for the dulcimer. And for the harp, I simply loaded the default patch. That's it. Okay, let's look at another really easy layering of colors. For this one, we'll use the scoring harp and scoring textures. Let's listen. Okay, so for the scoring harp, I used the normale preset, and actually the mics are the same. The only thing that was changed was the reverb, and I just turned it on and set it to the scoring preset of LA Verb, and that's it. And for the scoring textures, I just chose the future preset by default, nothing special, and that's it. Layered it as is, and that's what you got. Super easy. Okay, on to the next example. This one's more of a traditional example, harp, song bells, and Celeste. There's a trick that some of the top composers use to get a really beautiful bell sound without using the glockenspiel. For example, Celeste combined with the rare song bells and the harp to give you a nice warm Toy Story-esque sound. Let's listen. So for the harp patch, I just used the standard default patch and added a little reverb to it, a little LA Verb, and I lowered the articulation volume to -3.6 dB. And that's it. For the song bells, I did pretty much the same thing. Default patch, and I just added a little bit of reverb, in this case orchestral hall, and lowered the volume to -4.3 dB. And finally for the Celeste patch, I did the same thing. Default patch, with a little bit of reverb, -4.1 dB of film stage, and I actually didn't even adjust the volume. Well, that's it for now. You should have a pretty good idea on how easy it is to layer in scoring colors. Whether you're scoring something intimate or epic, these instruments were made to play beautifully together and become your own. See you next time. Take care.